company. Lil' bro, you can't hang here. Getting money, so the keep on coming. Phone ringing, so you know the jumping. They looking at me, he owe me some money. I need that. Hit him with the not the crumping. Whitey playing games, they don't want no problem.
Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. This crowd a few minutes ago stirred into action at the side of their Dolphins emerging from the Hard Rock Stadium tunnels, and we're ready to go as the Dolphins get set to match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. Here's Randy Bullock now to put toe to leather, and we are underway from Miami. The return will come from Sonoris Perry. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here. Now a first down throw. Tannehill throwing the out route incomplete. That's Parker. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down. 4 down. Right there. Shoot. Deuce. Where we at? Hustle, we're walking. We're all walking.
Now the first carry here for Frank Gore. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Tannehill on first down. And throw right side complete to Parker. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Right there. Hustle, we're walking. We're all walking.
To throw on 2nd down is Tannehill. And over the middle, this is Parker. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Tannehill with a hook up to Parker for the Dolphin first.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
50.
Right back to Drake. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Hey, 20. Chip left. Here you go, Tiger. We out. Deep. Tiger. We out. Hey. Go, deep.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Michael Johnson in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. Alex Erickson deep for Cincinnati. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
36.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Tackle made there by Kiko Alonso. Again, it's Mixon. Gets this to the 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Third down, a shot here for Dalton. He completes it to Boyd. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Bengals with a football to begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. So they are going for it. Now Dalton. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Now it's Tannehill. Amendola catching it left side. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
Hey, 20.
Here's Tannehill now on second down. It's caught, Stills, right side. And down inside the 15 he goes. Tannehill. Finding Stills, and it's a Dolphin first down. First foray into the red zone for Miami. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. On first down, Tannehill. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. Stills the intended target.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
They go play action here on first down. Airing one out for Boyd. He's got a man, complete. A big play there for Cincinnati. 52 yards. Nice completion there for Andy Dalton. Charles, you worked some of his games when he was at TCU. Now you've worked his games in the NFL. What progression have you seen?
I've seen a guy who took over as a freshman in college and got better and better each year. Always added a little bit more to his game, got stronger. But the best part about him is he's always been accurate.
Now a play fake here on first down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rashad Jones. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. Geno Atkins with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8.
Hey! Run.
On second down, here's Tannehill. Steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
20! Go!
Third and long, it's Tannehill. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Preston Brown, the linebacker. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Do you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. Might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively. Here's Dalton. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Stephon Anthony able to drop him for a loss of 4. So the sack, and now it's third and long for Dalton and the Bengals. Dalton now to pass. And able to find Green. And down inside the 15 he goes. Green's first catch of the game. Good for a first down. So we have now seen connection number 1 between Dalton and Adriel Jeremiah, A.J. Green.
Say that again?
Adriel Jeremiah.
Look at you. You are full of knowledge and information. And you know something? I bet Andy Dalton learned his full name as well because he figured out quickly, this is going to be my number 1 target. I got to know this guy in a big way.
A first chance in the red zone for the Bengals now. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Dalton with a give here to Mixon. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
They'll stay on the ground, Mixon again. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. That is caught at the 7-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And Bullock will put this one through. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back.
The coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Brought in over the middle by Graham. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Tannehill now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10.
Go!
On first down, Drake, and he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Geno Atkins in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Wake in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the 2nd half gets underway. On the return, it's Alex Erickson. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
While that play was unsuccessful to start the 2nd half, I'm not sure that you just totally abandon what you do running the football. Maybe you make some adjustments in your run game and do things a little bit differently. That doesn't necessarily mean you just go to the pass and do nothing else.
Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. And the Bengals on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe you change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Quick.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. Over the middle, complete. That's Grant. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
It's complete to Grant. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down right about the 20. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
They stay on the ground with Drake. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
50-50.
Now Tannehill. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Carlos Dunlap. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down. And Sanders pulled it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
So here's Dalton and the Bengals now. 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Stephon Anthony in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. It's 2nd down. Dalton looking. Going up top. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
Hey, 20.
On first down, it's Tannehill. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They're excited about where they are in this game.
And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Back now in Miami. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Now, the Bengals on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's a give to Mixon. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. So now Randy Bullock with an important field goal try here. From the left hash, this from 34. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So a bullet dodge there defensively. They surrender excellent field position on the kick return, but it winds up not costing them a thing.
And that's a tough sequence of events from an offensive perspective. The inability to get first downs leads to the field goal try. And the inability to cash that in leads to nothing on the scoreboard.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Back to the air. Tannehill on second down. Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. Geno Atkins getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
50-50. Go. Hey. Deuce.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Andrew Billings. He's the one to get it this time, and back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Matt Hawk now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Taken from just outside the 30. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really with the 4-minute offense is.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Raekwon McMillan in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Dalton throwing on second down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
all you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
He's going to rifle one deep left side, and this is taken in at the 5. And he takes this down deep into Cincinnati territory.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield, but when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike.
Oh, no, he lost the football, and the Bengals grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And just as they thought they might be able to take that across and get the lead, a big red zone turnover.
I know that I am defense-centric, and I want to give them a whole lot of credit, but I just can't believe after that drive, in that position, ball security paramount, they turned the ball over. Terrible.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground, and he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Second down, Dalton. Airing one out for Boyd. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. He's going to rifle one deep. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. That one goes for 36 yards. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Back to throw, Tannehill. They'll roll him out right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. Third and goal, it's Drake. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, you not got too many attempts shorter than that one, and I don't think this was blocked. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
Oh, passing it. Dalton. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Xavier Howard with a good coverage that time as he was there and knocked it away. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL where we're used to a bit more scoring, This feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
And all the way down to the 26. A big play there for Cincinnati. 54 yards.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. A handoff to Mixon, and he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. All right, here's Dalton. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Passing, it's Dalton. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Rashad Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw. It got his man complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Michael Johnson in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. And now down to 24 seconds after the spike. The Dolphins on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Sean Williams there defensively to break that one up. He has had a great game defensively. He's been east-west, north-south, everywhere. Yeah, and I love how you describe that, because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move up and back, sideline to sideline, and he's been fantastic. Reminds me of a young Charles Davis when he was playing Madden. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, wow. I thought you were going to go on the field, but okay, I see you. Desperation time for Tannehill on 4th down. Now a desperate. That's caught at the 25. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. With 1 second to go, this to send us to overtime. And no, wide left. It's no good. And a tough finish to this one. Well, we were prepping for overtime up here in the booth, partner. Thought for sure we were destined for OT. And then the chip shot field goal, no good. A tough loss.
Oh, without question, because when you're saying prepping, I was locked in. I think you were too. We're going to overtime. I was already gathering my thoughts about, okay, how do we start? What happens with the coin toss? Who's going to play defense first? And I have to admit, I'm in a